Here's another quick video on for a simple how to identify bearing noises coming from the front of your engines. A lot of people keep coming up and they keep saying, listen, I've got this noise. What's it coming from? It's coming from the front engine compartment somewhere, and it's one of these pulleys. Which one is it? How much is it going to cost? And can you tell me the part number? No, can't do that. Well, we can help you, but we can't tell you which one it is by simply listening to a video posted on YouTube or posted on Facebook or other through listening through a camera or an iPhone or whatever kind of recording devices you have, and saying, oh, it's going to be this one or this one or this one or this one, simply because there's way too many in a very confined space. Okay, so here's a quick tip. Get yourself a couple of tools. I have a 16-inch pry bar right here. Okay, it's connected to a Torx bit. What is a Torx bit? Well, a Torx bit, instead of a regular socket, has multifaceted points on it. Okay, it looks like a star. Okay, see that? So this is the female one. It's called an E-Torx, external Torx. And then you have the male portion, which is under T, and that's what it looks like. So most of your bolts on the car will either look like this or will have a hole like this that the male portion goes right into. So if you take a look, something like that. Okay, now you got different types of these things here. You've got safety ones, tamper-proof ones, which basically it's the same thing as this, but right in the middle there's a hole, and it's for, oh, here we go. See, there's a hole right in the middle. You can use these, that's not a problem, but generally for these cars, the regular Torx is sufficient enough. What you want to do is come down here. I've removed the fan so that I can videotape this, and the fan is really easy to remove. You got two clips, one holding it here, another one holding it right there, and at the very bottom it sits, there's two legs that sit into these half circles. Then you disconnect the wire and remove it. There's a video on that also as well. So what you want to do is install your pry bar, and this is your belt tensioner right there. Okay, so here's in relationship to the car, the engine, everything else, whether it's a Crossfire NA or a Crossfire SRT or a Mercedes-Benz, pretty much all the same thing. The belt tensioner is right here, and it's under pressure or under load with a spring. So what does that mean? That means that when I move this bar forwards, it wants to push me backwards. Okay, so see that? Now, when that happens, have a quick look here. Let's get in there. Okay, see this happening? Okay, you see what happens to that belt? It removes the pressure on the belt. And then what you can do is go anywhere you need to and just slip your belt right off. Okay, I'm just going to take it off a couple of pulleys here. Now, before you do that, what you should do is you should note which way your serpentine belt goes around all these pulleys. Because if it does come off, well, and you don't know how to put it back on, well, you may be having to call somebody or start searching online or through forums. So either take a drawing or take a photo. Now, you have access to your pulleys. What you want to do is wiggle them. Okay, see if there's any wiggle. If there is, replace it. Spin it. Okay, not a sound out of that guy. What about this one? This is the water pump. Okay, yeah, not a sound out of that one. Check them all out. Okay, keep spinning them all, wiggle them all, and make sure that everything is fine. Then you can identify which one has gone bad, and now you can, simply find out what the part number is or how much it's going to be. The next thing is, while you're doing this, do a visual inspection of your belt. Okay, what you're looking for is a nice clean belt like that. You don't want to see any type of cracks, broken lines, chipping, any part that's missing, now is the time to also replace this. Very simple. They're not that expensive either way. So you know what? If you haven't replaced your belt yet and you've had your car for quite a few years, I would suggest either you buy a new one, install it now, and keep your old one in the trunk of your car as your spare. Why not keep the new one as your spare? Well, why have an old part when you got a brand new one? The brand new one's going to outlast your part one. So I always keep my parts, I always keep my old parts as my spares if they're still in good condition or reasonably good condition. So it's always handy to have one of these things when you're traveling in case it breaks. Well, you know what? A simple little thing like this, and you're stuck on the side of the highway, and now you got a couple of hours to wait for a tow truck. You know what? Just get it, replace it. It's super fast and very simple. At the same time, you can do a visual inspection of any leaks, any issues, and just make sure, last tip, make sure that when you put it all back, see, there's grooves in here. You want to make sure that your belt fits properly into all of these grooves. Okay, you don't want them to be missing. See this one here? This one you may think, oh, it's on there, but it's not, because it's supposed to go there. Okay, so make sure that you set these in properly. Look, take a good look, because you got a couple more down here that you have to make sure that all your grooves are fitting in perfectly. If not, I can guarantee you right now, your belt will not last if it's like that. It's going to get chewed up in 10 miles. It'll be gone. Okay, so that's it. If there's any questions, please comment below. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe, and more videos to come. Have a great day.